volunteer citizens to respective boards and commissions listed below. There's still an opening on Rushford Municipal Electric, but we do have an application here from Deb Klungfeck for the tree board.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Robertson, second by Mr. Hansi. All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion passes. And Deb, thank you very much for applying. Thank you.
Yes.
Welcome aboard.
Thanks.
Move on to 8H, the 5-year sewer maintenance contract from Municipal Pool Pipe Tool Company LLC.
This is just a renewal of the contract. We've been with this company for quite a few years. We renew it every 5 years. And they have, they've got a map and they've got a routine so that by the end of the 5 years, we've gone through the entire town. They do it in different sections. So it's a good maintenance tool that we have. You can find a lot of problems, clean up a lot of issues before they get any worse. So this would be just to renew the contract and authorize entering into the contract.
Is there any particular section that they haven't gone through yet?
No, I don't think so. They've done, we've had this contract with this firm for several years now, and we've also did a lot after the flood. So they've got it figured out which part of town they're going to do. They've got it all mapped out already. So.
And these prices are locked in for 5 years?
Yes. They're up a little bit from the last contract, but that was done 5 years ago too, but it's not significantly higher, so but it is locked in.
Is there an average per year that we normally spend with them?
About $3,000 a year.
Okay.
Yep. And so we budget for that and know that it's not gonna go over that too much, unless we have problems, and if we do have problems, then we can call them in, and they can do some camera work or cleaning work, but the price for that is in there too.
It is the council's pleasure.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Hansi, second by Mr. Dahl. Any comment? All in favor of the motion say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, everyone. Ordinances, there are none. Reports, updates, and miscellaneous. Move on down to 2009 Municipal Street and Utility Improvement Project. Kathy, anything to report?
Well, they continue to do all the little fix-up of the areas, getting ready for blacktop work. They started doing some of the bigger street blacktopping. They'll be going around doing all the little sections that need fixing up too. And they've been doing a lot of landscaping. You'll see all the boulevards getting all nice and neat and everything. So things continue to move along as long as the weather cooperates. They're keeping on and working. As part of that project, if you notice over in the Brooklyn Park, they had to tear up the park. The sewer line runs right down the middle, so they had to take out the playground equipment that's there. And that little neighborhood park was put together back in the 80s, and it's kind of, parts of it have seen its better days, so we had to take it out. Some of it we can maybe put back in, but some of it's going to need some major upgrading because it doesn't meet standards. But we've got a contingent of, I think there's 3 daycares in that area of Brooklyn, and they're all very excited and looking forward to some better playground equipment going back in that little park. So there may be a group of people that we've been talking about doing forming a little committee like we did for Creekside Playground, when we got volunteers together to come up with a plan and come up with some fundraising and come up with, what would look nice in that park and what would fit in that park. And there may be some things that would be too expensive or we can't afford to do, but if this committee of people gets together, we might be able to come up with a plan and rebuild that little park into a nice little neighborhood park again. So that's the plan, and there are people that are interested in that, and as they get further along, probably over the winter months, they might be meeting and coming up with ideas, and then they would bring those ideas back to you guys for a final decision then before they get going too far on it. So that's part of that project anyway.
What, any news there when the sod people are coming back, the landscape people?
I don't know, I haven't heard about them. I know blacktoppers were busy
Yeah.
today, but
I had a project down at Looney Valley for some banks, steep banks, they said.
I don't know. But I know they were busy last week on landscaping, so.
Yeah, they're doing a good job.